You know that feeling, right? There are some people in our lives that, for whatever reason, just drain us. It's not about a simple argument. It's this consistent, heavy feeling that leaves you feeling totally empty after you see them. If that sounds familiar, well, you're in the right place. Understanding what's really going on there is the very first step to getting your peace back. So let me ask you this directly. Does that question hit home? That feeling of just complete exhaustion? It's a massive signal from your body. It's not something you should just brush off or try to power through. It's a flashing red light telling you that something in your life is seriously out of balance.
All right, so let's break this down like a doctor would. We're going to start by looking at the main symptom, that relentless emotional drain.
I love this phrase, emotional hangover, because it's so accurate. And we need to reframe this. It's not just you being in a bad mood or being too sensitive. Think of it as a real, almost clinical sign. It's your body's way of telling you that your overall well-being is being compromised. It's at risk.
So, okay, if the emotional drain is the symptom, then what's the actual cause? Well, it goes way deeper than just a tough conversation. It's actually about what's happening inside your body on a physiological level.
Your body has this incredible built-in alarm system, right? Its job is to protect you. But in certain relationships, that alarm just never shuts off. That's what we're calling defense mode. And this is important. It's not a choice. It's a completely involuntary response from your nervous system because it perceives an emotional threat.
And what's flipping that switch? What triggers this defense mode? It usually starts with constant boundary violations. These can be really big things or a million tiny little paper cuts. But over time, they create this environment where you just feel unsafe and disrespected.
So because of those violations, what does your body do? It stays on high alert all the time. It's just pumping out stress hormones, constantly getting ready for that next conflict, that next backhanded compliment, the next unreasonable demand. And that, my friends, is physically exhausting. And of course, living in that state of constant high alert, it's just not sustainable. You can't do it forever. The end result, inevitably, is total burnout. And you know what usually rides shotgun with burnout? This creeping, awful self-doubt. You start asking yourself, wait, is it me? Am I the problem here? So let's get even more specific. What are the behaviors that actually create these unsafe dynamics? Well, a huge piece of the puzzle is learning to recognize the manipulation tactics that are often at play. Let's just do a quick check-in. Look at these two columns. A healthy relationship, it's built on mutual respect. You feel safe, your boundaries are honored, but in these draining one-sided dynamics, you're constantly walking on eggshells, aren't you? There's this persistent fear of how the other person's going to react. Maybe guilt and fear are used as tools to get you to do things. These aren't just quirks of a relationship, they are huge red flags for manipulation. Okay, we have diagnosed the symptom, the drain. We've identified the cause, the nervous system on defense. Now, let's get to the most important part, the prescription. How do we actually start to heal and take our peace back? I want you to let this idea really land. So often, we think cutting contact is this angry, aggressive thing to do. We feel so guilty about it. But this quote flips the script entirely. It's not an attack on them. It's an active defense for you.
And this is the absolute crucial point. Deciding to step away from a dynamic that is actively harming your nervous system, that is a logical act of self-preservation. It's as simple as pulling your hand away from a hot stove. It is not punishment, it is protection.
Oh, this one can be tough, but it might be the most freeing idea of all. We feel this immense obligation because of shared history, right? But they're family, or we've been friends for 20 years. But that history does not give anyone a free pass to destroy your peace today. Your well-being right now has to be the priority over a shared past. When you boil it all down, this is really what it's all about. I want you to think of your mind, your inner peace, as a sanctuary, a sacred space. And the goal is no longer about winning an argument or trying to change somebody. The goal is simply to protect that space.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. And listen, it doesn't have to be some huge, dramatic gesture. It can be something really small. Maybe it's just deciding you're not going to answer a certain phone call after 8 p.m. Or maybe it's just practicing saying no without feeling like you owe someone a 5-page essay explaining why. What is one boundary, one small fence you can build today to start protecting your sanctuary?